Hey guys, so I'm here today with a new video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I write in my planner, how I kind of keep organized as far as budgeting for our groceries go. There's also a little grocery haul in here, and then I'm going to be showing you how I kind of make my envelopes for budgeting as well. So I figured this would be the perfect time because I started them for the first portion of the year since it's a brand new year. So hopefully you guys get some tips, and if you want to see how I do all of this, just go ahead and keep on watching. So as you can see here, I picked up some ground turkey, some pasta shells. These are mostly for the kids. And then I always need tomato sauce for soups and the kids' pasta and stuff like that. And then this time I got like fresh spinach. I always get like onion and avocado, blueberries, bananas. Those are just like every week we eat those up like really quickly. And then I bought some mangoes because Jet's been obsessed with mangoes lately. And then what else did I get? Oh, and then tomatoes. I usually have to get tomatoes as well for sandwiches and stuff like that. And strawberries are a must. What I did this time, they were on sale, so I bought two, and I'm gonna freeze one pack. And then same goes for the blueberries. And then I also got some shredded cheese because that's a must also. Now zooming around to the other side, I picked up a pineapple, some deodorant. Me and my husband were both out of deodorant, some pure maple syrup, some ginger, and I bought these creamers. They're super good. They're non-dairy creamers. I bought some almond milk, some Kodiak cakes, protein pancakes. The girls love these. They're really good. And then I picked up this new cereal for them. It's a like Cocoa Puffs, but it's an organic cereal. And then I picked up some chia seeds and some kale. I did the kale and the spinach fresh this time, and then I cut it up and like froze half of it and then kept the other half in the fridge. And then here's the chicken upside down. And then I picked up some chicken breasts and some cutie, some oranges right here, and that's it. I got all of these groceries for $100.75. I think I did pretty good considering I got like maybe 4 items that were not on my grocery list. So now, moving on to my planner and envelope little system. So what I started doing recently is what I used to do last year, but I like got lazy and just like stopped doing it. But I basically plan out what we're gonna eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is really easy just because we have like the same like 3 things usually. So as long as I know I have those ingredients, like I'm fine. But it's usually lunch and dinner that I have to kind of make sure we have enough food. So this week I started on a Tuesday just because we started grocery shopping late. I didn't go grocery shopping till Tuesday. So I wrote down every meal. So the only thing is once I plan out what I'm going to have for dinner, I make sure I'm going to have leftovers for the next day. And if I don't, I have to prep lunch for the next day as well. And then you can see on the side, I wrote down on that day is what I have to prep. And then I wrote down every ingredient for every meal, and then I went through and circled all of the things that I don't have and that I need to put on my grocery list. So that was really helpful just because I miss things a lot of the time just when I'm thinking about it in my head. It's helpful for me to write it out and then go in my kitchen and actually look for everything that I need, and if I don't have it, I circle it and it's just there ready to go. And then I just write it in this little shopping list like area that I have in my planner. And then I go in and I write down like BLD. So I don't do the ingredients part on my planner. I just write down, just a little like brief thing of like what it is that day for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and then I write down if I need to make anything that day. And then I also this is just my like to-do list. My planner is not like for our bills or like for birthdays or like anything like that really. It's just for week to week, day to day things that I want to get done, that I did, and I want to make sure like I document it just so that next week if I'm like, oh, when did I go to the gym, or when did I start laundry that day, or it worked that week, so I want to do it the same way. Like, those are the kinds of things I write down inside of my planner, so that's what's been really helpful for me to kind of keep things organized, like day-to-day basis. So, okay, so now moving on to the envelopes. So I do two envelopes. I used to do more. I used to, like, you can budget for anything you want. You can budget for haircuts, you can budget for school, like your kids' school lunches, or you can budget for like spending money. You can like put money away little by little in an envelope for vacations. So I only do two envelopes. I just keep it really simple. I used to do envelopes for me and my husband also, like for spending money for us, but I decided to just like make it into one family spending envelope and we just kind of pull from there. So in January, I had already gone through the first week of January without doing the envelope, so that's why I only did 3 weeks for January here. So I just do the smaller column on the end for the week of, and I write down the dates, and then on the top I do a smaller column for the month, and then the what the envelope is, if it's grocery or if it's this family spending envelope. And then the way I've been budgeting my groceries is, because I know in the beginning it can be kind of overwhelming, like, oh my God, like how do I even budget for that? Like what do I, like how do I even come up with that number? So what I learned through Jordan Page on funcheaperfree.com is she suggests to do $100 per person per household. So for us, we are 4 people in our family, me and my husband and my 2 kids, and so our monthly budget for groceries is $400. And then you go every week. You're only supposed to go grocery shopping once a week, so you divide the 400 by 4 weeks in a month, and that's $100. So our family budget for groceries is $100 a month. So it was a little bit difficult at first, but now it's super simple, super easy, and especially implementing the way that I kind of write everything out and just specifically buy things we need is super, super helpful. And I know I didn't write like any snacks or like any extra things, but you can definitely, I do that kind of like at the end or kind of like when I'm at the store. I'll grab like some yogurts, but I try to just keep it very limited because we still have food at home, like snack foods, you know, you don't use those up in every single week. So I just try to limit like what I buy as far as snacks go. Just, I mean, just because it just sits there, you know, it just kind of wastes money every single week if you buy snacks every single week. So that's one thing that I try to limit on. So yeah, and I ended up doing them until June, from January till June, the first 6 months of 2018. And also I added up our tags for this year for our 2 cars, and I divided that up by 24, which is 24 checks that we're going to get in a year, and I'm going to be saving money each check for our tags for next year. So that's why I have a tags envelope. And then also for my freelance, and my husband also has a second job, so anytime we get any extra freelance money, we're going to put it in that envelope for vacations or just kind of fun money. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys liked this video, got some tips out of it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!